What is up? Practicing a bit? Yeah. Excuse me. Just got in. I am waiting for people to show up, and then we're going to jump into Diamond Dynasty. And I haven't checked my ranked seasons rewards yet, so I got to do that as well. Let me know what you think of the sound today. Thanks for stopping by, of course. Just moved into the new place, so can't really tell from this angle, but it is a new background. And it's strange because usually there's like an echo, so I hear myself really loud. But now this room is so big, and it's just changing how I hear myself right now. Sounds good. That's good. I also don't have a thumbnail today, which kind of sucks, but my computer did not turn on. There's an issue with the power supply. So I am on my chat on my iPad, and it's coming in pretty slow. So hopefully it's okay, but we'll see as time goes on. Like the new apartment? Yes, it is nice. It's not in as nice of an area, not as safe, to be totally honest, but it's not that bad. And the interior is much nicer than the place I was just living. So we're really happy about that part. As long as we're inside the apartment, we're all good to go. Oh, was not looking. Man. So, how's the new practice routine going? Did I lose? No, I didn't lose. I'm in the final round. We're gonna find out how hot this apartment gets without the AC, because I just turned it off for the first time. So we'll see if it gets really hot really soon. PlayStation's kind of warm. My nose is stuffed up again as well. That's a bummer. There we go. Going fine. You didn't practice today and did very bad. Practice is always good. Are you still playing ranked seasons on 2016? Wait, they didn't do ranked seasons. They did that other up through like 2000. I didn't mind that too much, but ranked seasons is pretty nice as well. Cool. Good to hear. Oh wow. Oh, okay, never mind. It looked identical from the beginning and then much different after that. Yep, gonna jump into ranked seasons. We're gonna find out what rewards we got today. I haven't been on since I guess midnight on August 1st, so I haven't received my rewards. Don't know what it's gonna be just yet. Hopefully you just go ahead and sell Dave Parker. I could hold on to him for a little while. But I don't know what my live series diamond is going to be yet. Oh wow. You're talking about 2016 still, right? That's a bummer. Was 2016 the year that they had that really good Jim Edmonds card? Because that was amazing. Yeah, BR, that makes sense. because everything's just level playing field no matter what. 2016, cool. And in 2016, did they have 20 wins for Battle Royale, or was it actually 12 wins for like the final reward? I can't remember if they changed that in 17 or 16.
It's gone. He has earned an additional bonus time.
20 wins. That's brutal. When we were doing it for the first time, like when 2016 was actually out and updated, you know, it was a lot easier to get. What am I trying to say? 20 wins didn't seem that bad when they first started it out, but now it's like we're doing 12 wins, and that's hard enough as is. So I don't know how we did 20 wins. I certainly did not. Went 20-1 after watching the play discipline. Nice. Had you done 20 wins before that? Curious to know. Because, I mean, I do want to take all the credit if that was the case. If it was your first time going 20 wins. This guy has to get, oh, no time left. And I'm still going. Alright, so yeah, I'll take all the credit. At least like 95%. Now if only I could win 12 wins. That's what we're going to try to do tonight. First time in the year. We did 12-0 or 12-1 in an events run. But I haven't done it in BR this year. Got pretty close last week. Don't have a lot of time to play. Only a couple months. That makes sense. 20-0 is pretty good for a beginner, though. All right, it's just you and me right now, though. Should we go ahead and do this? All right, I've been itching to get these rewards all day, so let's find out what we got. Ranked seasons. Why am I still in August? Wait, this is August. There we go. All right. 10-10 season high. New rating is 950 or 650. 5K stubs. Let's find out what we got. First of all, nothing in there. Let's open this pack. Dave Parker. Baseballs. Stanton. I think this is the second time in a row I pull Stanton. Not bad. If you're going to get an 85 overall, Stanton or I think Judge is also 85, those are the guys to get because the power guys are always worth it. Let's open up some souvenirs as well. Dodgers, nice. Silver Braves jersey. That's going to be worth something. Or I could hang on to it because I do have to do the Babe Ruth jerseys. But let's find out. First, let's sell Stanton. 52K. Let's see what his trend has been like. Hovering around 54. When did the stub sale end? The 24th, right? And then he dipped down. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell him for what he's at right now. That was nice. I think that's probably more than what Dave Parker is. Yep. He might go up a little bit. That trend is not going to be helpful. What am I looking at? Alright. I'm going to try to sell him for 49 something. Just keep him in the buy orders for a little while. there we are. Let's find out what the lifetime standings are. Still messed up. That's okay. So what do you think? Battle Royale today? Definitely what we're going to start with. Ooh. It was definitely a good pack. Let me sell that Dodgers jersey as well. I can't tell if the people behind us are just like watching TV with surround sound or what. But it's loud and it's booming. What was I doing? Alright, Dodgers jersey. Not bad. 1255, that's fine. And Braves jersey. Not bad for a silver jersey. I also had Rockies. Might as well jump in there. It might not be that much. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Sometimes when I get to like the end of a game, which I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna lose this game. I just want to go back and draft a new team. But this is where we're at. Trevor Story might move, but he has good protection. Victor Martinez is probably gonna come out. Let's see who we got. Oh man, Renfroe against righties right now, or lefties, is gonna be amazing. Not much going on here. The bottom of the lineup is not doing too great. I can move him up here. What do you think this lineup? Should I move anybody else around? I'll give you a second to look at it. There's nobody really on the bench. Renfroe is going to be a pinch hitter. But the thing is, Villanueva is also a pinch hitter against lefties. I think I might save them not as like a pinch hitter for the pitcher, but as a maybe come in for Ben Revere or something like that. That might be the better move. What do you think? My bullpen's kind of crap. Kyle Bearclaw is plus 12 on a couple things right now. He's up to a gold, but he's only got 3 pitches. That's not great. But a silver and another silver. Bullpen is not too good. 2 lefties in the bullpen. Lineup looks good, alright. And of course Martin at least has some velocity. I just don't like that Melanson is cut down a little bit on his Ks and hits. But let's jump into it. That's why my battery's dying. I had location on. You know, I didn't think I was going to stream either. What happened? So we moved in just now, right? So we were not supposed to be moving in until like the 15th, but my old apartment, that place had someone moving in early. They wanted to move in on the 1st, so my landlord asked if we could move out early. Luckily, we got this apartment was already set for August 1st. So we ended up moving in early. So I spent the last couple days here basically just bringing in all this crap, and then doing some other stuff yesterday, helping my mom with her classroom. So, I've been unavailable since basically the last time we streamed. And then I got here today, my computer hasn't been working, so I wasn't able to put like an update online. And then here we are. Yeah, I wasn't able to put a thumbnail up or anything, which kind of sucks. But I figured if I'm going to be playing video games, I might as well stream since I haven't in a while. Drop. Ugh. The one thing Eric Karros would be good for. He's got a lot of righties in this lineup. He has Matt Davidson batting 8th, but Hannigan batting 6th. Alright. He's going to walk Musial intentionally. So he put the go-ahead run on base automatically. And Trevor Story is not great against righties right now. There's a take. Playing a Cubs fan. Alright. Trevor Story. Oppo? Nice. Right center. I'll take it. Who's pitching? Matt Bush? I mean, he grooved one right down the middle. Exactly.
1-1.
Yeah, I mean, you can intentionally walk someone, which is fine if it's an immortal and then you got better splits against the righty. But then you can't throw a fastball down the middle. I kind of got lucky too because hitting home runs to right center and Wrigley is not the easiest thing to do, especially in this game. So I didn't really have the best home run swing on it, but it was just enough. I didn't warm anybody up. Alright. He has a couple lefties at the beginning. So I could burn one lefty and then just go to a righty, probably Albuquerque. And then Bear Claw is going to come in as the closer. I should have... That's fine. Should have done a mound visit. Man, no matter how much work I put into hitting, I always forget to practice pitching. The first inning I can get wrecked pretty easily. Like, that's not a good pitch. But I guess that's how real life pitching is too. Pitchers, if, you know, they're pretty vulnerable in the first inning, especially like veterans. And then as the game goes on, it's going to be much harder to hit them. Wow. That one actually wasn't a terrible pitch, but it's a terrible pitcher, so that's going to happen. And Eric Karros, I think, also has... Is he? He might not be that guy. But, one of those right-handed first basemen, either Eric Karros or Paul Molitor, are better against righties. And I'm like 99% sure it's Karros, which I can't see. But I'm 99% sure that he's actually better against righties than he is against lefties. So I'm just going to go ahead and pitch to him with Ferguson. Ooh. Well, he saw the hanger. Let's see what happens if I try to bury one. Didn't quite get it there. I don't think it was a terrible release.
I got to count 1 and 2.
All right. I'm going to try to float one over the third baseman's head.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2. That's ball 3.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses when he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge.
He's trying to bust me inside. Nope. If I put that on the ground to shortstop, I might have been able to beat it out. But 97, that felt like 85. Not sure how I got out in front of that one. Let's see if that gets over his head. 5 speed. Oh, that's gone. Alright, I'll take that. Now the question is, who do I hit with? Because still a good at bat, yeah. 75-34. Like if I bring in Renfroe, then he's burned. The thing is, if I bring in Saunders, he might not care because he's trash anyway. So I gotta find out if he's actually going to keep him in. If he brings in a lefty, that's going to be a bad move from him. Yeah, Saunders just isn't that good, but he has a nice swing, so I don't mind using him in this situation. Like, despite his 40-something power, he can still hit line drives. That was just my bad. Throwing a lot of breaking balls, just waiting for one to hang now.
Ball 2.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now.
Nope.
This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. If you have a good off-speed stuff,
I was willing to take that pitch. That was actually a good pitch. There's a swing. Let's see what we got here. Is he going to walk him again? If he brings in the lefty, Musial has better power against lefties, actually. And I just got those 3 baseballs, so I'm only 1 baseball away, or bobblehead away from the actual Stan Musial card. Get up. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's too good. He just pulled a slider on the outside half, on the outside corner. That's a good pitch. But this boy is unbelievable. Alright, we got righties coming up. Matt Kemp is boosted, but we're just going to have to accept that. Alright. My 20-0 run, I found that all the pitches were either balls right down the middle. Yeah. Center swinging. Someone posted on the Facebook group like yesterday that they got a hate message about center swinging. The guy was like, I don't play against center swingers. Shit. I don't know, I guess he quit after that, but it just didn't make any sense. So yeah, there's it's pretty hard to control pitches in VR, so you're right. Just leave it in the center, let it fly. But my my plate discipline has been pretty poor recently, so I guess 5-1's not bad though. I'll take that. Yeah, I don't know why you would have Hannigan batting 6th when Davidson's batting 8th. Davidson has like 80+ power from both sides. Now he only gets 1 at bat in the game, unless he quits. Let's hope he quits. We're trying to get 12 wins, yeah. Trying to get 12 wins in the stream. So probably 4 hours worth of streaming if we can get 12-0. Unlikely, but we're gonna go for it. Good start, good start. I'm gonna see if I can edit this the title on my phone. I doubt it, but I'm 11-1, quit if you're not lame. Do you think he changes that title to that name? Do you think he changes his name to that title every time he gets to 11-1-1? Do you think he's going to message me? All of these questions will be answered. Alright, Battle Royale. 1-0. See if it works. He's 20-1. 20-21. Mind games, yeah. Maybe he's gonna quit. That would be mind-blowing completely. Whew. What? What was that pitch? How did he jam himself perfectly? What? So many questions. Alright. Let's just keep throwing over there for a minute. Nice. I don't know if people just assume that you don't have throw canceling on, because that works like 95% of the time. You just do one pump fake, they get turned all the way around, and then they're out. But I always wonder if like most people just don't have throw canceling on or something like that, and because of that people are assuming that it's not on. Let's hope he does, because, well, I don't know. I don't know why I said that. Hopefully he just doesn't get anybody on base for the rest of the game. Throw canceling is great, and I feel like people don't use it enough. Like, I get, I don't know, probably at least 1 out per game just by using throw canceling. And it destroys cheesers. It's really hard to cheese if someone's got throw canceling on. So 2 guys in a row are walking and Musial. Let's see what they do against Story. Ugh, not the same result. Let's see if he can beat it out. That's good reactions, but he's got speed now. I like this Trevor Story with speed. Oh. What was that? Did you see did you see where the ball appeared? It's like inside, off the plate. No, go to third. Go to third. This guy's got some lag as well. But I have seen that someone was talking about it yesterday, that when you're aiming the analog at your base runner, trying to tell them to go to a certain base, it hasn't been working smoothly the last couple of days, or maybe just after the patch. Jammed. Is it gonna drop? Nice. I don't know why they were playing so deep. You feel his pain. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it must not be fun playing with all that lag. I mean, I remember when I had to play with lag, and it really kills the vibe of the game, honestly. Whether it's your own fault or someone else's fault, or the country's fault. Oh man. Of all the people, like, literally all he had to do was make him make the second baseman take 1 or 2 steps to his right or left, and he would have beat that out. But he just hit it perfectly right at the dude. The only way he was going to get doubled up. Alright, let's burn a lefty. Let's see if he still hits with him. He's going to hit with Duda. By the way, he got a really bad jump with Lorenzo Cain when he tried to steal in the first inning. So I'm wondering if he's just not very good. I mean, I suck at stealing, so some people are just really good at it. I'm terrible. Huh. That sounds shady. Sounds like someone's trying to play you. I like this guy so far, Ferguson. Pitching well. This game and last game. Nice. That's as good of a pitch as I can hope for in Battle Royale anyway. His fastball is only 89 miles an hour. Whew. Changeup is 81. I thought for sure he was going to swing at that. He had no chance. That would have been a great one, just a line to left field. Drop. I'm going yard.
Counts 1-0. D-Rod. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nope, inside, ball 2.
Oh, hittable. I used power swing. I was really trying to go yard. I was power swinging on that one too. I thought I got it. I think he hung a splitter, so I thought it was going to be a little bit better than that, but it was not. Totally forgot I was on stream for a second there and opened wide for a yawn. I apologize. That was rude. Pitch release was perfect. The pitch itself was not. Good pitch. Man, Andrews lost a lot of speed. He's all the way down to his 66.
Outside, that's a ball.
2 outs, they're not playing him for fun here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it.
This guy's pretty jumpy. He's just looking for fastballs. And ball game. All right. Quick 2-0. Is there an event going on right now? There probably is. I am not interested in that event at all. Let's see if we can edit this title once again. Probably not. There we go. Battle Royale 2-0. No, okay. That's the wacky thing about YouTube. It's really hard to edit the video titles. It just keeps going back to what it was before. So what are you trying to get out of 2016? Are you just trying to see how good you can get on VR? Or are you trying to get a good team together and then try to go back to ranked seasons? Or like ranked play?
All one's the count.
Oh boy. Get foul.
Nope, foul ball.
Thank you, sir.
Ball inside.
The last BR run I did, I had no silvers, just a bunch of commons and bronzes in my bullpen. It really burned me at the end. I think I got to like 6 or 7 wins and then just kept falling apart at the end of the game. Okay, cool. Oh. This Matt Kemp kills me. Oh, man. Jeanette does not have that arm. Who is this? Mitch Moreland. Alright, let's go to a lefty. And he's got the silver Griffey, which means we're going to be good with a lefty as well. I don't understand why he's got back-to-back lefties in the lineup. Alright, let's see if he... No, okay. I think he was just trying to make me get off balance a little bit.
2 balls, no strikes.
Yep.
Inside, ball 1.
Played one game today, ranked seasons. The other guy just bought his team, stacked with diamonds. Still lost to the guy. Yeah. That sucks. Wow. All this because Jeanette could not make the play up the middle.
One ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Boy. Should I just keep throwing the slider? He's seen it enough times. Kind of went right down the middle. Man, I had a calzone for dinner. So good. So much cheese.
D-Rod. 0-1.
Oh, fat. Super fat. You're right, man. Just leave the PCI down the middle. What?
The count is 1 and 2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting.
Ball.
Very well could see
I got the count 2 and 2.
Count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Can you decipher what this guy's PSN name is? Burglar Delurkler? Oh.
He had this gun in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
What am I doing? How much is a calzone? This one was marked up. I got it on Grubhub. Delivery service. So they mark up all the prices, and that means instead of it being like whatever $6, it's probably usually probably $6. But I got it for about I think 8 or 9.
2 balls, 1 strike.
It's not gonna be gone, but man, I'm liking this dude's swing so far. For contrast, I also got a 10-inch pizza. That was $10.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Man, that was a good pitch. The pitch 2 pitches ago. Alright. It was not a good pitch, and I could have done something with it, but I was just underneath it. What part about it's crazy? Too much or too little? I'm gonna guess too much. It is Chicago,
Balls, one strike.
so everything downtown is gonna be pretty pricey.
Yep, that ball went out.
I don't live downtown, but the food was ordered from downtown, so that'll do it.
3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
Who we got? Middlebrooks. I don't know, this guy still played baseball. Top prospect at one point. He pops up every like 2 or 3 years, I think. Last time I saw him, he was on the Padres, I believe. Oh man. You always make the comparisons. Oh, makes sense. Knowledge is power. Was that not out? What just happened? What am I looking at? Hello, King Tomato. I don't know why I almost hit exit. We're gonna keep this dude in. Goodness. Am I available to play? Yeah, I could play. I've been promising for a while now, so we could play a game. Probably do 6 innings, if that's okay. Trying to get a full BR run in, which if I lose after 4 games, then that would answer the question a little bit easier. I kind of want to keep him in for the lefty, but at the same time, I don't. Okay. Tomorrow, what time? I'm available between 2 p.m. Central Time. No, make that like 2:30. Maybe even 3 o'clock. Let's call it 3 o'clock Central Time to about 6 o'clock Central Time.
No, inside.
The right fielder dove, but not the second baseman. That was too close. 10 a.m. Eastern to 9 Eastern. So like all day basically. So yeah, I'll be available. Alright, he's going to Necro. We're about to score 3 runs. As long as he throws me a knuckleball. I was facing like the #2 player in the world, and he brought in Necro on a ranked seasons game, and I probably hit about 12 line drives against him in the 4 innings that he was in, but the entire time he just hit 12 lineouts, or I hit 12 lineouts. So I had nothing to show for it, but I was squaring up the baseball. Just like that. So 2 p.m. Central? Yeah, make it 3 p.m. probably. 3 p.m. Central is probably going to be good. Could be earlier, but I'll let you know. What the heck? Well, at least I didn't get... No, not 3 Eastern. 4 Eastern. I'm telling you, man, I smack Necro all over the place. We're gonna have to go with Villanueva this time. 3 p.m. Central, that's correct. I'm sure something will come up just because it always does. But yeah, as of right now, that should be good. Ooh, too many steps. We're on base. We got Stan Musial up. Oh no, we got Josh Donaldson. That's okay. He is going to be the go-ahead run. Comeback is on, absolutely. Ugh. Let me warm somebody up. I should sit him down because he's only got one right-handed hitter and then he's got two lefties coming up. So I'm going to bring in the lefty. Once I bring in that first righty, then I'll warm up Bear Claw. Two bad swings. Got enough of that one. I hate those ones that float behind you and then the catcher still catches it. Ugh. I hope he plans on keeping Necro as his closer. But let me take a look at his bullpen real quick. Kelvin Herrera, David Robertson. That's going to be a tough one too. Against the lefties with the cutter. Maybe. But cutters this year have been just meatballs in general. I need to do something about Donaldson in the leadoff spot. It was the one. Will I be streaming 3 p.m. Central? I don't know about that. I should be on at 3 p.m. Central, but I'm not positive that I'll be streaming at the time. Are you only interested in playing during a stream? That's okay. We're gonna come back in the bottom. Yeah, just send me a message. How am I gonna tell you? Okay, so I have a new rule for anybody who wants personal coaching or things to improve on. Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying. So yeah, I might be streaming. So yeah, I think I can go ahead and say that I will be streaming at that time. So let's just say that. I'm trying to think of anything that could come up, but I should be okay to just go ahead and say that I'll be streaming. It might not be a long stream, but enough for us to play at least. But yeah, so I have a new rule, which is I should have brought the lefty in. What's this say? Close to vacation, available at the time. Yeah, I got you. The rule is there's going to be a few videos that you are required to watch before I can give advice, because the point of the videos is to give as much advice as I can without having it to be individual. So as long as you watch the avoid pitching to corners, plate discipline is nice if you watch it. What's the other ones? There's a swing. Let me go through my list. There were 3 or 4 videos that I want to make sure everybody's watched before we talk about it. Immortals and Oppo Power. That's an important one. Yeah, so those are the 3 videos, I'd say. Immortals and Oppo Power, avoid pitching to corners, and 12 tips for plate discipline. So that's going to be your homework if You haven't watched those videos yet? They're going to be requirements in order to receive personal coaching. If you haven't watched any of them, then at least one of them before tomorrow. That's gone. All right. Tornado warning. Where are you from again? Like New York, right? Alright, we just need one swing. Let's put one on the board right here. Alright. That's how we do quick work. Quick comeback right there. Trevor Story in the 3-hole is low-key pretty nice. Pretty nice. And that's a quick 3 wins in... How long have we been streaming? About an hour. We started BR a little less than that. Not bad. You did watch those videos? Perfect. Eddie Rosario. Alright, so if you watch those videos, then we're good to go. I just want to make sure, because like those are the 3 that I think are most important. And if you haven't even seen those, then like it's hard for me to say, because there's just so much at first that I'll just have to say, okay, back to this video, blah, blah, blah. So as long as we got those bases covered, we can hone down the rest of whatever we see. Liking this lineup so far. Ah, he's got 3 diamonds. That chipper's okay. Hitting so much better, nice. Welcome back. How's the pitching been? Different? Like, have you been trying to do something different than usual? Because your pitching was what? Like you had a 2.20 ERA or something? 2.50? Let's hope this guy quits. My 4th game is always tough. He might just be warming somebody up though.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
BR is the one time where I don't mind like walking the first guy, because I just give up so many home runs on leadoff hitters. Suck with analog. Oh yeah. Yeah man, just stick with meter. Stick with meter for now. Because I saw you when I watched you play that day. You were pitching really well with meter. The only time where like things got out of hand were when you went to something else. Just stick with meter. Like if you're starting to hit, if you're hitting 3, 4, 5 runs a game at this point, like you're gonna be fine with meter. Oh goodness. What the heck? This guy cannot pitch strikes. Oh. Alright, this pitch has not been working for me recently. It didn't even get in the spot that I wanted. Who's pitching? That ball just kept going. 450. Albuquerque? That's disappointing, man. He was my go-to. Do I want to hit the line all the time? On meter or on analog? On analog, I have no idea. I don't know any of the nuances when it comes to meter. When it comes to analog. What's up, Dan? How's it going? When I'm going for meter, what? Ugh. I'm telling you, man, the fourth game is always hard. When it comes to meter, yeah, I want to hit the line basically every time. The only time I don't is when I'm just kind of thinking, like, as the pitch is starting to, like, as the meter's starting to go up, if I'm thinking, okay, this actually isn't as good of a pitch as I want it to be, then I'll try to, like, go late or early or something. But for the most part, I'm just trying to hit the meter. I think it's the same thing for analog as well, but I'm not positive. Alright, that's good enough. Yeah, meter, I just want to hit the line. If I think the guy is swinging, I'm going to put some more heat on the pitch, some more effectiveness, but if I don't think he's swinging, if I'm trying to locate, you know, a location pitch, trying to locate a location pitch, then I'm just going to go minimum effectiveness. No problem. How's it going, Dan? What's new? Oh, so many good swings with this guy, man. I can't wait to get him. I'm really bummed that I missed the first event with the bobbleheads or whatever, because his swing has been pretty nice. How are you? I am good for analog. You hold the right stick to the line, then flick up. I'm not sure what the first one means. Wait, so on analog, every single time you're trying to go straight up, because when the plate shows up, right, there's like the circle on the corner or something. Even when you're putting the circle on the corner, you're actually trying to have the analog come straight up. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, this guy's got to come out. Hold on. I don't want him in the pitching anymore. Because if that's the case, that's a game changer, Dan. If you're always supposed to flick the analog straight up, no matter where the location is. Like if you're pitching a fastball on this corner, you're saying you're still supposed to go straight up the middle?
I got 2-1 the count.
Okay, so you do have to flick it, not necessarily straight up.
No, he's out.
Yeah, I mean, the effectiveness is a big deal too. I don't know how you deal with like location versus stuff when you're doing analog pitching, because meter pitching you can at least determine like how hard you're throwing the baseball based on your meter effectiveness, which is nice, I think, especially if you're trying to locate certain pitches versus just throw big breaking balls or something. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. No worries. I just wasn't sure. Because I'd like to know, because I do need to try to make sure I understand the different interfaces so I can give better advice, as opposed to just like, this is what I did, so you should do it. He did not need to dive, and now the tying run is going to be up the plate. Trey Mancini. He's a big hitter. I think he's willing to throw some pitches off the plate. I'm going to center swing on this. I did not center swing on that. You can't see it, but sometimes I should listen to myself. I think a curveball is coming here. Not a bad swing, but jammed myself a little bit. What's the default? Is default just like nothing? Pulse pitching? Oh.
Nope. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I've been facing Axford a lot recently. I don't know why. Like, this is BR, so that's whatever, but for some reason he's been coming up in like ranked seasons and stuff too.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Default is nothing. Am I sure? Yeah. As of right now, I got nothing going on, so. I'm like 99% sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to get you on a different pitching interface because, well, it depends. It depends if you're comfortable with it, because in this game, a lot of times, the less control you have, like, the worse it's going to be for you. It can get you to a certain point if you get good enough with it, but generally, the more control you have, the more it pays off. That's why everybody says you should do zone hitting and analog pitching, because those give you the most control. But maybe I'll check out default for a little while, because I want to see like just how much control, how accurate it is. I'm not going to do it in this Battle Royale run, but at some point I should check it out just to see, because maybe it's just a matter of like putting together a better pitching game plan. So we'll see. We shall take a look tomorrow. Who's he got in his pen? Should have looked at this earlier. Cedeno and Rondon. So he might ride Axford for a little while. Come to like Pulse. Oh yeah, you said it was because of the lag. That makes sense. Drop. That was a lot deeper than I thought it would be. We need to get one runner on base. Josh Donaldson is up. He went yard in his first at bat, I believe, and that's the only run I have. Man, thought I got that one. Timed it up right. Did not swing at that. All right. Donaldson breaking out of his slump in a big way. Let's see if he walks Musial. Yeah, that cutter, man. It's, if you hang it, it can get hurt. Yeah, me too. I use meter because I started playing in MVP 05. That's basically all there was. Oh, man. Cutter again, just in front of it. Same here, my man. Same here. And I played MVP 05 probably in like 2008, 2009, so it had already been out for a while.
Here you go.
Oh, good check, good check. We got 2 outs to work with, I believe. Yeah. Trevor Story's been good so far.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking that
All right.
Don is getting a little short on gas.
The question is, no. He is the tying run. He is the tying run, so I could put an end of angle. But if I tie the game and then... No, I mean, I gotta tie the game. I gotta tie the game somehow first. We are the home team. I was gonna say, I might not want Angle to come back up as a base runner, or as a hitter next time, but we gotta score this run somehow first. Oh! That's like the 6th time in this stream that I've missed that fastball low. Just missed it. But we got a lefty. We got Jeanette. Does he have a lefty? Oh, please bring in a lefty. I want to face with Renfro. Please bring in a ref. Please bring in a lefty. I think he's gonna do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yes. Yes. Oh, I should have brought in Bonifacio to run instead. I think he has more stealing. He's a curveball, fastball, fastball.
Ball one.
We're looking high and away. High and away is what we're looking. There's a take. Let's mess with him a little bit. Can I get the third? No, stay first. I mean second. Alright, well we got 2 righties coming up next. Gaddis, could he go back-to-back walk-offs? Mancini's also better against righties. I think Gaddis is better against righties as well. But let's see, he's got 5 pitches. Goodness. GG. That pitch to Aaron Judge when I said I've been having bad luck with this pitch, and the bad luck continued. Unfortunately, it was not a walk-off. Not this time. The luck had run out. I don't want to update the... what's it called? The title. I don't want to say 3-1. That looks bad. But that's what happens when you're bad. 2 home runs from Donaldson too. What a waste. Am I quitting out? No, because now they have diamonds in the 9 spot, and I already have 3 wins. I could get 6 wins in a row. That's not impossible. So I'm gonna stick with it, and I'd like to play out this whole run on stream. So if I started a new run, I would be able to finish. But if I do lose, I'm probably gonna go to ranked seasons or something. Ooh, I don't think I've played low ranked seasons yet on stream. Have I? Because I know I've been playing a lot of like 800s games, but I don't know if I've played any 650s, which is where I'm at right now because of the new season. But that would be really embarrassing if I lose. Last season I went 12-0 to start ranked seasons, I believe.
Count is 1 and 2.
Where's that going? That inside pitch hasn't been working for me with him.
One ball, one strike.
The first two guys I played wacky. I still can't say his name, man. Musial. In memory of Kevin. What happened? Oh. I just might actually. That's a great idea. Who else was here when Kevin joined the chat? I tried to forget about that dude. I totally should.
1-0.
Any YouTubers I've played? Yes, but not like the big ones. Like the people that put YouTube in their, you know, as their team name. And then something gaming. I've played a few of those guys, but nobody that like I recognized. And I haven't played any YouTubers in a friendly or anything like that. But I am thinking of doing like a charity home run derby tournament. And I'm amending it from what we talked about last time. I think Radamis was here, but I was saying that it would be like a $5 entry, all going to charity. You just have to donate and then you get an entry. But I think I'll just do the first entries free, so if anybody wants to play, they can play. And then after that, every additional entry is going to be $5 straight to the charity. And then, yeah, it'll be like whoever wins the most tournaments. Like we'll keep playing tournaments over and over, like home run derby brackets. Whoever wins the most brackets will be the winner. They get some kind of prize. I'll probably drop like 20 on their charity of choice or something, and then they'll get an additional free entry to the next one. Possibly another prize as well, but we'll see. What rank am I for ranked seasons? They screwed up lifetime stats, so it's all over the place right now. I don't know if they're ever going to fix it, but it won't tell me. I was around 500 at the beginning of last season, so I would guess right now that I'm probably somewhere around 300 or 200. And that's without having played a full season in the second season. I got to 850 after like 10 games or something, maybe 20 games, and then I was gone for the rest of that month.
Inside, ball 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. Curveball. Just missed hitting that inside.
But at the end of last season, I finished at 973. Could never get back up to the 1000s, unfortunately. Bad pitch. Hanging cutters are the worst pitch in this game. I feel like 50% of my home runs are off of cutters. What? Jeanette has been a major disappointment for me. Why am I still pitching with this guy? Who's in right field? Who's in center field? No, Ben Revere, not you. That was a mess. It was just a mess. Albuquerque was also trash last game. Not looking good.
D-Rod. 0-1's the count.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on is
Yup. Cutters are, for some reason, they're just rigged to like give up home runs all the time. That swing right there tells me that I can come back in this game. I had already shown him the slider a couple times. He shouldn't have been swinging at that.
That ball's fast.
Throw him to give a guy different looks. Don't forward to doing that. Yeah. That's smart though. Well,
1-1.
I don't know. If you're like me, like I don't pick up the differences in fastballs too much often. So even if you're trying to give him a different look, it's just like, okay, I'm still looking for the four-seamer. Sometimes the sinker, it might change your level. Like, I don't know. Come on, Scooter. I'm thinking like sometimes the four-seam versus the sinker has the biggest effect because you can spam the sinkers in this game. So you actually have to look for it. But the cutters you don't usually have to look for unless it's a guy like Betances. Pretty much everybody else has a trash cutter in this game. So I'm not sure that... then again, 2016 may be different. But... yeah, I feel like people don't look for that cutter unless it's like an X pitch. So it's not always worth just trying to give him the look. Makes sense. Favorite strikeout pitch is probably slider.
Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
I think it has to be slider. I don't know why. I just feel like it's the most... Come on. I feel like it's got the perfect amount of break versus velocity. Because not only does it break down, but it also breaks across. But it also looks like a fastball out of the hand. And it also has some pop. Like the curveball has a little bit more break. But sometimes you can time it and at least lay off of it. Make some contact even. But the slider, if you're not looking for it, it's really hard to adjust to it, especially if it's in a good location. Changeups are good, but they break straight down. So you might mess up their timing, but sometimes their what's it called? Their PCI just gets like, it just hits the bottom of the PCI and they just make contact with it. So it's not always as great for strikeouts.
He's out.
Oh, that was hittable.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Adam Eaton changed up his batting stance a little bit. I haven't really seen him since he played for the White Sox. Now he's on the Nationals, I believe. We got a good haul for him. Ronaldo Lopez, Dane Dunning. I think we got another pitcher. What? That was an excellent trade for us. Don't make Albuquerque make that catch. What are you doing? Jim Johnson. Wow, was this a flashback card? Oh. Hittable. It usually can be hit for a line drive, but it was still in like an okay spot where I would have to pull it and there's like 3 guys in that direction. So unless it was a home run, it was probably going to be a line out right at somebody, so that's fine. Let's try to go to left field. Contact swing. Problem is if I contact swing and pull it, it's going to be a weak fly out. And we'll see. We just got to stay alive. I think that's the second time I've done that today. Let's go Saunders. Let's hope he brings in a lefty. Oh, man.
Nope, that's in time.
Well, we got Donaldson coming up next, and I feel like he can hit the curveball. This guy just keeps throwing the curveball.
I got 2-1 the count.
He's got fastballs and a changeup.
He's out.
Alright, let's see if he hangs that curve right here. I could go to right center. Yeah. He's coming right after me.
1 ball, 1 strike.
If it's high, let it fly. Right at him. Okay, 2 losses in a row. This is why I don't play Battle Royale, guys. That's why it's all about ranked seasons. Oh, man. That wasn't even a bad lineup, I think. But what it does allow us to do is, first of all, open a pack, and then we're going to start up a new run. We're not going to play, but we're going to do a draft. It's alright. Yeah, we can't all be you, Radamus. Unfortunately. I don't have the capability of going 20 and 1. I just help other people go 20 and 1. I've been getting a lot of silvers in packs, which is nice. DJ LeMahieu. Oh, Stanton sold, by the way. If you guys weren't here at the beginning. Need a better bullpen. Yeah. I left my starters in for way too long as well. We got Giancarlo Stanton from the rewards. And we have Dave Parker trying to get sold for $49.55. Some people are starting to undercut me. So I'm actually going to go ahead and try to sell him for what he's up for right now. Because there's only a $2,000 stub difference. 27,939. 47,939. What am I doing? Alright, here we go. Oh wow, that music's really loud. Alright, let's do it. We are drafting. Schmidt or Banks? I think I have to go Banks because he's a shortstop. Altuve, no way. I could play Schmidt at shortstop, but I'm going to lose the shortstops or the third base slot. Am I in the wild card? Yeah, because the season just started. So I started off in wild card. Yeah, it resets after every season. I haven't used Ernie Banks, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take him. Greg Bird, I could use him as a pinch hitter, but let's just go ahead and take Ferguson again. I liked what he was doing. So should I take Trinan? I've seen people have major issues with Trinan, but he throws a sinker, so I might just take him. But then there's this Dozier card as well. You never made it to wild card. We're gonna get you there soon. You're gonna start climbing. What do you think, Radamis? Dozier or Trinan? Take Dozier. We got one vote for Dozier. The pitcher. 67.85. Whoops. All right. I'm gonna go the diamond pitcher. We're gonna do it this time. I'm gonna take Napoli. He's probably gonna be a pinch hitter. Gil Martin. Was he a switch hitter? He is a switch hitter. Plays every position, but he does nothing well. Contact against lefties is okay. Alright. This guy can be on my bench. Evan Gaddis once again has to be in the lineup. Lucas Sims, the one and only. Reggie Jackson, he could be a pinch hitter, but I'll take Liam Hendricks. Edwin Diaz. We're just going to go ahead and take Edwin Diaz. I'm overcompensating for last time. That's basically what's happening here. If I can get a silver lefty, that would be nice. Schwarbs. Cesar Hernandez. He's got some speed. Andahar. Yates. I'm going to go ahead and take Hernandez. We are absolutely overcompensating from last time. Mazzara versus Shaw. Shaw's got minus. Hoffman. Wade Chen's a starter. Plus, but I don't think I'm going to play right now. I'm probably going to go to ranked seasons. Oh, sorry. Thank you for stopping by, King Tomato Head. I'm not sure if you're still in here, but I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. I'm just going to go with Nomar Mazzara. Starting pitcher. I think I need another lefty. Do I? I don't really need one. I could go ahead and take a common. Bullpen's good enough right now. David Wright off the bench. I'll go David Wright. None of these guys are starter quality. Alright, so who do I need to replace? I need a center fielder. I could use a first baseman. Maybe a right fielder. There's a lot of holes on this team. We're just going to go ahead and take Joe Carter. He might play center field for me, but we'll find out. Micah Johnson. He still has his White Sox jersey. But he hasn't been on the team in like 3 years. Dominic Smith. Let's see if he can get some pop off the bench, maybe. Tapia. These guys are all just pinch runners. I don't even have pinch hitters right now. Rene Rivera. He's a little bit of power. Man, none of these guys are interesting at all. I only have 2 picks left. This is disappointing. 68-65. I mean, I could have him play center field, Harold Baines. This is a terrible draft. I'm going to take Bregman just for his versatility in the infield. Come on. This is ridiculous. Vargas, I need someone to hit lefties or right-hand pitching off the bench. Alright, guys. That was pretty disappointing. Third base is going to be Bregman. Center field's got to be Joe Carter. He's got to hit between the lefties. Power. I don't want to look at this anymore. I want to play ranked seasons. Gibson's going to come in for Brett Saberhagen. That was really disappointing. Such a buzzkill. Pitching will be the game plan. Yeah, I mean anything can happen though with the reduced stamina. I just feel like anything could happen at any point, even if you have all that pitching. So should we just do this? Just jump into a game? I'm gonna go back and what did I do last time? Yeah, DudeFood's got to come up in the batting order is what needs to happen. He's going to hit 5th. Piazza's going to hit there. That's good enough, I think. Let's see how this goes. What's the story of the DudeFood name? It's really stupid. Probably about like 10 years ago. It's whenever I started this PSN, DudeFood 27. I don't know how long ago. But it was just a thing where like me and a friend would just, we would be at like a family party or something and someone would be going, dude, food, and then we go eat some food. So I apologize for it being the worst story in the history of the world, but that's the story since you asked. What's up, RW? How's it going? Glad you enjoyed the videos. Thanks for stopping by. We were playing some Battle Royale, and did not go well. Did not go well. We won 3 wins in a row to start it off, and it was we were rolling. But after that, here we are playing ranked seasons after a couple tough games. They weren't bad. That's some interesting background. I apologize for the crap story, but the truth is the truth. I'm late on everything right now. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that swing replay? The bat head was out in front of the ball, but somehow it was late. See that? I guess I was underneath it a little bit. Round ball, round bat.
Counts 1-0.
Oh,
2-0.
I did not check that swing. I swung all the way through.
Ball.
Should have been strike, but instead we got 3-0 count. Good pitch. Oh, man. That's okay. We're going to mercy this guy in 6 innings. That's my prediction. Although he's got some silvers in his lineup, which means like he's willing to just throw the guys in there that he's doing really well with. So I imagine this guy's going to hit a few dingers probably. And he's pitching okay too. I'm just missing spots, or missing the PCI. So we'll see. These dudes behind me are playing some music. I thought that this new apartment was a little bit more soundproof than it is, but it's not. Which kind of sucks because it means I can't do late night streams anymore. I think he might have made it if he didn't slide. I'm still trying to do the Jack Morris mission also, so it's good that I keep getting him in ranked seasons. Yeah, that's bad. Almost got him out again because he slid. But yeah, I did not need to dive for that at all. Ooh. Saberhagen and Morris both have good movement on their four-seam, so it ends up kind of looking like a two-seamer. But the fact that he doesn't have anything to counteract it, like, it's still consistent, so you can kind of sit on it. What is going on? What is going on? People that slide into first think they're so edgy. That's going to be my new motto. You think Schmidt is better for this game than Immortal Chipper? Interesting. I mean, Immortal Chipper still has, what, 125 power against lefties? And as a switch hitter, he still puts a good swing on righties. I will 100% agree with you if you say that Schmidt is... That's what I'm telling you. He's got his silvers in here, and he hits really well with... I'm assuming he hits well with those silvers, is why he keeps them in. There's not going to be a slaughter today. We're going to have to play a real game. If you said that Immortal Piazza, if Schmidt was better than Immortal Piazza, I would agree with you. But there's a lot of things that Chipper can do. Schmidt's defense, I have Schmidt playing shortstop, so like, yeah, that's true. Oh, I didn't even realize. My bad, Jeff. Welcome to the chat. You and RW have the same orange, and I didn't realize it was a different person speaking, so... Everything's skewed towards power, that's true, 100%. Defense isn't close, yeah. And then, of course, defense at third base versus shortstop, with Schmidt's ability to play plus defense at shortstop. It's definitely worth having. Yeah, Immortals, Piazza's in my lineup. He's batting 6th, I believe. But I moved my created player up. He was batting 8th, but he's had really good swings recently, so I needed to move him up. The problem is I took... never mind, it's not a problem. I was going to say the problem is I took Stargell out of the lineup so I could shift my lineup around. But his replacement, Frank Thomas, just hit home run, so I'll take that. So yeah, if you're going to say that Schmidt is better than... Alright, Piazza. What the heck? I hit way better with Diamond Piazza than I do with Immortal Piazza. That's about as good of a swing as you could put on the ball. A guy with 90 power, that should be gone. If you're going to say Schmidt is better than Chipper, I think it's a very slight amount, if anything. The fact that he's a switch hitter and Schmidt doesn't hit righties too great, even though he's got great power, his swing is kind of weird, so it's kind of hard to cover the entire field with his swing, in my opinion. Just kind of the way that I hit. It kind of feels like he can hit the ball really well to center, but if you're trying to pull the ball, you get a lot of holes in his swing. That may not be true for everybody, but that's how I feel about him. Whereas Chipper can use the entire field, and he can hit it pretty hard all over the field, whether he's facing a righty or lefty. So I still feel like Chipper is more valuable. Where I start my PCI, yeah. I start at center, and I react. That guy got a good jump. He got a perfect jump. He was taking a step, and he was going. Yeah, I start center, and then I react. So I don't track the ball either. I just kind of think, where do I think this ball is going to end up? And I put that PCI there. Or I tried to. Hasn't been working out recently. This guy's pretty good. He seems like one of those guys that spends all their time playing Battle Royale to load up his team and then plays ranked seasons. Because he's had pretty good swings in this game. For someone who's level 83 bronze. I feel like high bronzes are often just players that are good, that don't have time to grind, that just want to play online. So they play Battle Royale and then they get through good players and come to ranked seasons, which is absolutely a viable option if you're that good. And I can't locate today, so we're going to see what we can do. We're going to have to grind out. Really? That's where the changeup's going to go? We're going to really have to grind out the pitching side of this game. We're going to first base. Let's see, is this gonna get a bunt? He is gonna bunt, so I'm gonna bring halfway. We can get him, just don't overrun the ball. He looked like he was out too. I'm just gonna try to throw a strike. What am I doing? I played a guy the other day where the meter would not stop when I pressed it, so it went all the way to the end every time for about 2 or 3 innings before it stopped. So that was kind of shady. Let's see what Schmidt can do. That was a good pitch to hit with him too. The high and away fastball. That's pretty much as good of a pitch as you can get for Mike Schmidt. You get extremely frustrated. That's a problem for a lot of people. What do I do? This has to do with like stuff outside of the game, man. Learning to control anger in real life just kind of relates to, or kind of translates into the game. So I just kind of take it as like, now let me also say this, is that I used to get really upset about this game when, I'd say probably a couple years ago, when I was starting to get good but not quite there yet. And I was like, you know, I felt like I was trying to prove myself to myself. And if I had like a disconnect or something, at that time, server disconnects were absolutely insane. It was incredibly frustrating, and it happened all the time. So when something like that would happen, I would get frustrated and I would get really angry, to the point where I didn't want to play the game anymore. So at this point, there's a couple reasons why I don't get tilted. One of them is because I feel like I've proven myself to myself, like what my skill ceiling is, how good I can be. So if I'm performing less than that, I'm just like, okay, I have an off day. If something bad happens to me, like a disconnect or you know, something that just goes wrong, I'm like, alright, not working for me today, something's going bad against me, but I have confidence that I'm good enough to like get back to where I want to be. It's just going to take a little bit longer. So every, like now, every loss doesn't affect me the way that it did before, mentally. Ooh, there's a pitch. I just try to take the highs, leave the lows. And then there's a lot of other stuff just like outside of the game where I had to learn to like not take things personally, not get angry about stuff, realize it's just a game, that kind of thing. That takes time. It does take effort. It takes mental effort to do that as well. But anger and like frustration, I feel like is something where you can fake it till you make it. So, you know, just giving yourself positive vibes, putting yourself in a good environment. And there's a swing. I'm no therapist, so or counselor, so I can't give you the answers. But yeah, there's a lot of factors that go into it. Also depends how I lose the game. Alright, there's some swings. Stay fair. Oh man, I thought it was fair. Off the bat it looked foul, and then he did his little trot. Is that in a good spot? Nice. So I'm basically guessing where the pitch will be. Yes, that's correct. Not before the pitch, but after I see the pitch leave the hand, and I kind of track it for a split second. I don't move when I say track. When I say that I don't track it, I don't move the PCI where the ball is going, but I do track it with my eyes, of course. So when I'm saying tracking right now, I'm saying I track it with my eyes for a few seconds, and I try to think of where the ball is going to land across the plate. And then I move my PCI to where I think the landing spot will be, and then I swing. Servers now seem to be fine. Dumpster by Soul Bears. Yeah. Every single loss for me snowballs, and I refuse to stop playing, so I lose 8 to 10 in a row. Okay, that's another thing I did last season, is that I can generally tell when I'm going to feel it and when I'm not. Or if I'm not feeling it, I generally have stopped playing if I lose more than... Once I lose 2 games in a row. Because one game can be a fluke. 2 games, if I feel like I'm not hitting much, then I just stop playing. Which is hard to do. Like, I didn't used to do that either. Because you always feel like you can win the next game, which is good in terms of confidence. Oh, wow. Okay. That curved around the base and then came back. If you guys saw it a little bit later after it passed third base, it went back fair. So it was fouled just long enough to be foul. Yeah, I've learned a lot from my losses as well. I don't know if you're saying you rage and you lose. If that means you rage quit, or do you play all the way through your games? Okay. Not a bad pitch. What was the question I just asked? Man, there's a lot of sirens going on outside.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Oh yeah, do you rage quit? Because I learned a lot from like getting mercied a few times by like some good players. And at the same time, I also learned how to like come back and change game plans over time. So you guys saw me lose Battle Royale after 3 games, right? And I guarantee you if I played those guys in ranked seasons, no matter what my lineup was, I would have beat them. Because I tend to come back late in games. I adjust over time, and even if I'm down like 2-0 the entire game, I still have a fighting chance. At least that's what I tell myself. And I've come back from like 7-run deficits and 6-run deficits plenty of times. So learning how to do that is also a part of development. He's walking Schmidt to get to the pitcher. He's at 2 outs. I think we hit a couple lineouts. Am I looking for a certain pitch on every pitch? Usually I'm just looking fastball. If a guy's throwing fastballs at least once or twice in an at-bat, I just look fastball. If he's doing other things, then I try to look for something else. It depends on how zoned in I am as well sometimes. If I'm cruising in a game, I might not realize like, okay, I should be throwing or looking for this pitch. But if I take a step back, sometimes I hit the right button on the D-pad, and it tells me how many pitches he's thrown and what kind of pitches he's thrown, how many times he's thrown each pitch. So that helps me determine what pitch I should be looking for. You guys have definitely seen me do that in the last couple of streams if you were in here. And then I'll also take a look at the pitch analysis, which I'll do when I get back to the hitting side at the bottom of this inning, or top of the next inning. And we're going to take a look at what he's thrown so far, where he's thrown the pitches, and try to get a good game plan based off of that as we go to the latter half of this game. This guy seems pretty decent. I've missed some pitches. He got hot at the beginning. What's up, Mason? Welcome back. How's it going? I don't know if the title still says Battle Royale, but we are back in ranked seasons. Alright, so this guy's throwing a lot of strikes. My hits have all been righties up and in, lefty down. Outs have been towards the center of the plate. And I think a lot of these have been lineouts. Let's see if I can find lineout. Line drive. So I've only hit 1 line drive. Is that true? I guess so. Deep strike. A lot of foul balls on pitches down the middle. Yeah, those 8s are 80 miles an hour, I believe. Alright, so this guy's throwing middle, and he's throwing down. So I just have to be patient and look for the middle pitch. That's all I really need to do right now. I'm telling you, man, I'm feeling good about these swings. Moving the PCI too much, too far underneath or each side. And are you using the PCI indicator on or off? Because if you have it off, that can be an issue. Like, that's what I do sometimes. Just way too much. Oh, you know what was weird is my video's on delay. So I just hit the Pujols home run in the video. So that was weird. And then right after that I hit the actual home run live. Okay, so you have it off. Yeah, that makes it a little bit harder to control. It can be a practice thing. So if you want, maybe try like home run derby is what I talked about in the recent video if you saw it. But that helps with bat control and controlling the PCI. it's hard to get back to it in ranked seasons because pitching in home run derby is so slow. So it's not always a perfect translation, but that can be a little bit of practice. The other thing is, if you're this is the first time you've been in stream, right? Because you'll notice, like, there's going to be pitches, I can't really point it out, but in between, you know how there's the 3 boxes, right, in the strike zone? So in between the bottom 2 boxes, if there's a pitch right along there, I'm going to miss it every time. The guys that have been in here have seen me miss that pitch over and over again. So it's not like I don't do it, right? So I have my PCI off, and I miss those pitches all the time. So it's going to be a question of 2 things. So one is, are you having enough success with the PCI off in other parts? So you see me miss those pitches that I just mentioned, but you also see me hit like crazy pitches on the corners, backdoor curveballs and stuff, and then of course the pitches down the middle as well. So even though I missed those easy pitches, relatively easy pitches, I'm hitting some other pitches that overcome that problem for me. Off the base, score a run. Let's get the third. Lou Brock, not enough arm. Yeah, so I have things that overcome what the issue is for me. So if you feel like, okay, I'm doing something really well, stay fair. Nice. It's that cutter, man. Hanging cutters are gonna get crushed every time. If you're doing something really well, let's say you hit pitches on the hands really well for some reason when you have the PCI off, then it's worth sticking with it. But over time, if you feel like you're not doing enough elsewhere, then it might be time to switch back. So that's one thing. So that's how you determine whether or not it's worth doing. If you have some kind of advantage because of it in another spot. But then in terms of trying to get better at it, try maybe shrinking the zone in your mind a little bit. So that, you know, instead of actually trying to react to those corner pitches ever, just focusing, like when you're ahead in the count at least, or early in the count, you're just looking like at the kind of center of the plate. You don't have to let go of the analog and only focus on the center of the plate, but like very, very slight movements is what I'm talking about. That way you're never putting the analog all the way to the edge. You're just kind of slightly moving it just a little bit, just enough, and that'll just put you in a good habit of making sure you're controlling the center of the zone and not overreacting. Oh man, I like that pitch. I wanted to hit it. I was just slightly early on it, a little bit on top. But that was a good inning. Couple home runs. I don't really know what happened. I was kind of in the zone talking about the PCI. So the verdict is in. It's really freaking hot in this apartment too. I just moved a couple days ago. Oh man. Stay low. Nope. Could have robbed it too if I got there. Just moved a couple days ago, so I was hoping that this new apartment would be cooler, even with the AC off, but that's not the case. I was preaching, it took off from there. Yeah, sometimes the words go straight to your fingertips. I've thrown 70 pitches, so this guy's... Yeah. Let's do do a mound visit, warm somebody up as well. I was gonna say this guy's seen a lot of pitches. He's at 71, but he's only at 50% energy, which is good. Look at that fastball. Now he finally located. His confidence is not bad either. It's at like 70%. That's not bad. Somehow he's given up 5 runs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Is he looking up? He might be looking up. I've thrown everything down. Nope, he wasn't looking there. Some people will be looking up. Okay, so on 2 strikes, I guess you can't really look up. But I was thinking that since he was looking down and taking everything, maybe he was looking up there. But at this level, I would say that most likely he was looking down, and because of that, he was getting a good look at those down pitches and was able to track them and see that they were going to be balls. Because if he's looking middle, those pitches that drop down sometimes look like they're dropping down to the bottom of the plate but end up dropping way off the plate. But if you're already looking down, those pitches you can track to be even lower than what you were looking at, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, 70% of pitches, probably more, 80% maybe, are pitches down anyway, so like people are looking down all the time.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Fastball's upstairs, catch you off guard. I usually hit those pretty well, but recently I have not, I think. I'm just trying to think back a little bit.
That's a ball.
I think I've practiced it enough where I just have enough muscle memory to cover me for that pitch. I think that's just a result of playing a ton. I'm not sure that there's a certain way that I did it other than practicing. But usually I just have the muscle memory and the reaction time to be able to hit those pitches pretty well. Get up. Come on. Mike. You gotta do something for me. He's down to like 260. Anybody but Mike would have hit that pitch. Anybody but Mike, that would have been a home run. Instead, he's almost out at second. Freaking Mike. He has 2 hits in this game, but I'm still mad at him. Foul ball? Okay. That was hittable. It was a slider. I thought it was a curveball. That's why. Okay. His corner infielders have not helped him out at all today. It's like the second or third one that cost him a few runs. Yeah, so I don't know if you're still in here, Jeff, but you saw early I went down, what, 3-0? Was that the score? 2-0 and then 3-1. But you saw when I went back to check out that pitch review, I was seeing that a lot of pitches were kind of down the middle, and I kind of felt like I was having good swings, but I didn't have much to show for it. So I knew that all I really had to do was stay focused on the center of the zone and stay upbeat Because even if the guy had scored like 4 more runs, I would have felt like my swings were good enough to get there. So that's one other thing about keeping confidence up, not getting upset. Is if I've already done something, maybe not getting results, but like for some people, yeah, so I'll say this, that for some people, hitting lineouts all game can be incredibly frustrating. But for me, it means that I had good swings and I just got unlucky, which happened. The big difference is how much do you care about the loss at that point. Like if I line out 27 times and lose, I'm going to think, wow, I was having great swings all game and I'm going to be good to go for the next game. If I'm hitting that well and just getting unlucky, then I can probably roll off 5 or 6 wins in a row with those kind of swings for the next few hours, you know? Wow. I think he's got to come out of the game now. By the way, if you're just joining us, make sure to leave a like. Today was a surprise stream. I don't think I even have a thumbnail on it today because my computer is not working. I couldn't load up my thumbnail file. So that's just where we're at today. Hopefully tomorrow, if this computer starts booting back up. Still not working. Roberto Ozuna is generally pretty good. Just don't throw his cutter. I've been trash with Hoffman as well. If I pulled that ball, it would have been gone. But I was too late on it. Too passive. That's one of those ones where I should not have been trying to use the whole field. I had in the, or like the first pitch in the at-bat, you have the advantage. If he throws a pitch down the middle, you should be smacking it, trying to pull it. Let's see. Smoke already hit 1 home run, but he struck out looking last at bat. Ooh, he has 2 home runs actually. I said don't throw the cutter with Ozuna, so let's see if he goes yard. He got a good swing on it. The problem with the cutter also is that it never gets inside. I feel like most pitchers in this game are arm side throwers, or arm side strong. So if they make a mistake, it's coming back towards their arm side. And since cutters are basically pitches that you have to get inside to a hitter, you're always going to go in the wrong direction when you make a mistake. Struggle to find a consistent camera. Switch back and forth from strike zone to zoom. Did well with zoom in 17, but sometimes it looks too far away. Yeah, I started off this year with strike zone 2, which was cool. But once I switched back to strike zone 1, I never really looked back. And okay, so what do you said? 1 second, sorry. So zoom is too far away. So what's the issue with strike zone? Like, why do you switch away from strike zone at that point? This run doesn't really matter, so it's whatever. It is only the 8th inning, so I guess it does matter. But not as big of a deal. Inside pitches for same-handed batters. As a pitcher or as a hitter? I guess. Man, Ozuna cannot locate his pitches. This Drew Storen is still at 137 ERA. He just keeps getting better for me. As a hitter, okay. Yeah, this year I think they improved inside hitting, but you really do have to pull the ball. And it's hard to pull it if you're not looking for it. There's a pitch. That's kind of what I noticed with like inside fastballs, is that if I'm not looking for it, if I'm not ready to turn on it, then I'm not going to hit it. You see the inside pitches. That's true, yeah. Because it's just like really in your face when you're in strike zone camera. Who's he got? Posada? Let's see. Nope. No chance. Oh. What? This guy has not rage quit yet, so that's interesting. But man. A 99 speed. And like he beat the ball to the plate, so he must have had a really bad slide. .34 speed for Posada. I think it used to be 0. Yeah, so I've heard some people that like to go back and forth depending on what the pitcher's throwing them. So it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. It seems to me like with some of the stuff that you've said so far, is that you don't feel like you have an identity at the plate, and that can make a big difference as well. So like me, I'm well, as most people are in this game, I'm a home run hitter, and I react to balls. I don't worry about pitches middle low, but I try to make sure I hit the high pitches and the middle pitches. And I hit breaking balls as well. I like hitting sliders. So if there's something that you feel like you're pretty good at, maybe not, you know, it doesn't have to be your thing just yet, but maybe think about something where you find that you're consistently doing and try to build your swing around that, I guess. This is just kind of advice from the hip right now. I haven't really tested this with anybody, but I would offer it as advice to maybe see if that's something that works for you. Try to see what's working pretty well for you and try to go all in on that. So like maybe you can't hit the inside pitch from strike zone, but maybe strike zone you do like 2 other things that are really good. So it's worth giving up the inside pitch in order to do those two other things. You hit the center pitch really well, let's say, and let's say you hit breaking balls really well. So maybe it's worth that that trade-off. That's kind of what I talked about in the PCI video. That my trade-off for the PCI is that I get better vision on pitches, or at least plate discipline, like being able to take pitches and see whether or not it's a strike. I feel like that's better off for me when I'm not using the PCI. But my sacrifice is that I miss some hittable pitches when they're just in the wrong location for my swing. Props to him for not quitting, agreed. So there could be a trade-off, but you want to give yourself an advantage somewhere. And if you're comfortable, let's say you know that this guy has been busting you in with fastballs, so you're going to switch to zoom, and you're okay with that. That's fine. Roll with it, but make sure you have a plan, and you should just feel confident in it. like if you're second guessing yourself after doing it, then it's gonna hurt you more than it helps in a lot of situations. But if you feel that way, if you feel kind of backwards about it, then figure out what's working the best for you. Go all in, even if you have to give something up for it.
Nope. Outside.
GG. So yeah, the issue with that is that, like, I don't know what those advantages would be for you, so it's going to take some time maybe, if you haven't already figured it out, but it seems like you already know the inside pitches is the thing. So if you can build off of that, then maybe you find out what just consistently works for you. Alright, 681. We gave up 5 runs and some pretty bad pitches in that game. Well, let's find out how much I have to do with Morris. Still 43 strikeouts. I did something. I got my usual bobbleheads. I think that's a 10-pack. Nice. Let's open this 10-pack real quick. One more. Just need one more. I want this card so bad. If you guys saw me use him in BR right now. Sweet swing. I should probably finish this grind pretty soon too. Put Babe in my lineup. Whit Merrifield, he had a big 3-run home run today against the White Sox, but we came back and won again. Alright, nothing here. By the way, I found out that I have like 200 packs waiting for me in MLB 17, so I'm going to do a pack opening for that one of these days. I'm going to be streaming for the next, starting Monday, I'll be streaming for about 10 straight days. So tune in. I've got 2 weeks before school starts. A few silvers? Alright. Nothing doing so far. Tapera. Been getting a lot of silvers recently, which is decent. 3 more packs to go. What is this? That might be something. If that's the good, if those are the good batting gloves. I don't think they are, but we'll have to check. Because there's at least 1 gold for each type of item, equipment that that is pretty good, that everybody uses. So if that's the one, that would be cool. Let's see, batting gloves, gold, no. This is the one. Not much. The rest of those guys I'll sell later. But it looks like Dave Parker got sold. Is that right? Yep. So we're at 363. I think that's enough for endgame now. I think I can put those silvers in, or those stubs in, straight into exchanges and not have to worry about stubs for the rest of the year, which would be very nice. I want to see how many people are in World Series already. Just 1 Hurricanes is already in here, 15-1. I'm going to try to make it to World Series ASAP. 7-0, a lot of 7-0s. Shred baseballs. I beat this guy like 3 times, I think. I beat Soul Bears a couple times. And I beat the Peoria Bombers. But I still have yet to beat the Hurricanes. let's see. We'll be in here pretty soon. What's up, Carterlets? Do I have any tips on making stubs? I am probably the worst person in the world at flipping the market. Right now, I would say if you're trying to flip cards, first of all, like gold jerseys, so anything that works with the programs, like, I don't know, Braves jerseys or something, those are usually good to flip. Gold jerseys and things like that can move pretty quickly. So even if you're only getting like 90 stubs per, you can probably flip those really quick. The way I make stubs is by getting to World Series, playing events, selling diamonds that I get. I'm not good at BR, so if you're good at BR, that's the number one. If you can get 9 wins easily, if you can get 12 wins, that's the best way to do it. But I'm not good enough for that. Or at least that's not my play style. So just by making it to World Series, you get about 100k stubs if you're lucky. Minimum of like 60k. And friendly quit. It's so early in the season. I'm gonna say no. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be mean to this guy, but I really want to use Morris for his program. You are that good? Okay, so go for it. I'd say go for Battle Royale is the number one. Because if you get a diamond, that's an easy 20k and 9 wins. Anywhere between like 20 and like 80k just by getting 9 wins. 12k gets you another, whatever, 90. You're not that good. Okay, never mind then. So then, yeah, so if you're flipping cards, that's probably the best way to do it. Don't spend any money on packs. That's the first thing. You'll be amazed by how much money you save, how many stubs you save by not buying packs. I've only bought packs one day this year. I ended up buying a ton, probably like, I don't know, 50 packs or something, because I pulled Correa in like the second pack and then I kept pulling. But I generally don't pull packs, so I haven't spent any money on packs. This year it's really hard to flip diamond players, which you used to be able to do. But okay, so if you do want to invest in players, you kind of have to have some stubs up front, not too much, if you're buying silvers. But if you have not heard of Paul Sporer, Sporer, I don't know what he's all about. I should say that I haven't consumed his content, but everybody says that he's like the best. They say that if you start watching him, then you'll know who to invest in and things like that. So if you're someone who just invests in like Nick Markakis when he's silver, and then when he goes gold, you sell him you quick sell all the duplicates for a ton. And things like that. If you're trying to invest in players, if you have some time, if you're not trying to make stubs immediately, that's another way to do it, because you can make large sums of money at one time, just not at the time you're doing it. It's going to take like a few weeks at least. Selling diamond equipment is what I was doing for a little while, flipping diamond equipment, because there is like 2,000 to 3,000 stub differential for those as well. Investing in NOLA, I would check out what Sporer says about it. If he has, I think he's only 1 or 2 good starts away from going diamond. So I'd say, so it's a good bet that he probably gets a boost, but I feel like everybody's trying to invest in NOLA, and he might not be as cheap as he would need to be for it to be profitable for you by the time he goes diamond, you know? Let's say like every gold is whatever, 1250, but NOLA is like 2,000 or something. I don't know what the actual numbers are. And maybe that difference is just enough that once he does go diamond, the difference isn't significant. It also takes some time, but yeah, in terms of like him going diamond, I'd say it's probably a good investment. Check out Spore. I'm not sure who else. Honestly, I don't keep up with the details on who's going to be going up or not, because like things can change within a couple weeks, and I'm usually only checking those kind of things every couple weeks. But diamond equipment, if you're trying to flip immediately, I would recommend diamond equipment. It can take a day or two to move one piece at a time, but once you have like enough stubs to get like to flip 10 different pieces at once, then you can really start making in some cash. I've only flipped a little bit this year, and in the time that I did, I made about 100,000 stubs. Just in a short time, probably in a couple weeks. But I just haven't been working the market this year. Crap. He's betting 163 with Gary Sanchez. Man. I should have accepted the friendly quit. Just kidding. Goodness. Okay, yeah, that's perfect amount actually. If you got 100K lying around, you should be able to turn that into 200K within a week. Yeah, I mean, if you like consistently spend your 100K on investing in those like diamond equipment before you play a game, and then after a game you check out what's going on, you should be able to move flip some stubs pretty quick. You just have to be consistent with it, which I was not. Because I was trying to go after Vlad at the beginning of the year, and then after I stopped trying to go after him, I just got really lazy about flipping stubs. It's worth playing events for the cumulative rewards though, especially the good ones. Like if you got the Bautista card, sold him for like 100K, or if you're like me and sell him at 60K, for some reason he was starting to shoot down and I was like, okay, time to sell. So I sold him and then he went way up to 100K like in the next day. So I got unlucky. But as a general rule, if a reward card has a lot of power, he's going to go for more. So it's worth going after those cumulative rewards in events, because you don't have to win 12 in a row or anything like that. It can take a little bit longer. Like if you're a 500 player or something like that, if you win half your games, or even less, it can take longer. But at some point you probably will get to it, right? There's a swing. There's a swing. My Piazza's liking this 6 spot, I think. He's got less pressure on him down here. That Tremble sucks. Yeah, I'm not even playing this event. I'm not playing this event at all. So yeah, probably not worth going after him. But some other events like the Bautista was definitely worth going after. If they bring someone else in like that, probably worth it as well. But who knows? A lot of rewards cards have not been good this year. They've really just kind of funneled everything towards career arcs and immortals. Nice. Who's playing center field? Is that Albies? Why does it look like why does it look like Albies is playing center field? Balls. Nah, Albies is at first, second base. Victor Robles. He's got an arm. He should have been able to throw me out at third base. That was the weirdest route you're ever going to see a third baseman take. Glaber Torres is a solid card. I couldn't figure out his swing for a little while, but when I did, he was actually good.
Counts 1-0.
But then I got Mike Schmidt, and I had no use for Gleiber anymore. Finally starting out to figure out Frank Thomas's swing as well. I had a hard time with him for the longest time, and I was riding with Schmidt, Stargell, I mean. But recently, Thomas has been good. It just kind of depends on who my righty-lefty matchups are at the time. And right now I have enough with DudeFood batting 5th as a switch hitter to like balance out my lineup enough. So Thomas is okay there in the 4 spot. But I could potentially bring Stargell back in to hit 5th, put DudeFood in the 5. Get up. That's an absolute smoked liner.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ooh, nice play. DudeFood has been killing it. He has. I put that Schwarber swing on him. He's been nice with that Schwarber swing. Anibal Sanchez is the only diamond position pitcher, whatever, that program pitcher card, diamond. I'm saying words, but they don't mean anything. The 3 diamonds that you get, like, that feed into career arcs, Sanchez being one of them, he's the only one that I can't pitch well with. I like Latos and I like Shields, but Sanchez, for some reason, even though he has a sinker, has not been great for me. Has not been great for me. I apologize to this dude. He asked for a friendly quit, and usually I accept it, but I haven't been recently. Do I have any tips on getting the Hardware Schmidt stats done? Ooh, that was a good swing. It just was a better pitch. I haven't really noticed what his pausing habits are, but he did pause for a really long time that time. Let me think. Hardware Schmidt is where he plays first base, right? And let's see. Wait, is Hardware Schmidt the Diamond Schmidt? Or is that Gold Schmidt? Not Paul Goldschmidt, I mean Golden Schmidt. Oh man. The Diamond Schmidt, okay. You could do hit and quit. That's probably the easiest thing because... Okay, so it depends on if you are... Oh, that was hittable. It depends on if you are trying to do other programs at the same time. Like, let's say you want to do, I don't know, a Pujols program or whatever. Trying to do Frank Thomas or some of the pitchers, then you don't want to hit and quit because you're going to waste time that you could have spent doing those programs. But if you're just trying to get Schmidt as soon as possible, definitely the fastest thing to do is bat him leadoff at Coors Field. one at bat, and if you don't get a hit, well, actually, no matter what happens, you just quit. Let's say you bat. I think it's realistic that it's possible to hit 500 with him, 500 or 600. So about 50% of your at-bats should be hits. And you could try doing directional, just if you're playing on rookie, but I don't know. I still felt like zone was easier, even playing against the CPU on rookie. So you just want to take that one at bat. Let's say you bat 500 with him, and let's say if you do hit and quit, you can probably do about 30 hit and quits in an hour. So if it's 30 hit and quits in an hour, so you just do the one at bat, you quit, and you bat 500, that means you'll get 15 hits in an hour. And if you need 80 hits, that'll take you 6 hours. Is that right? That can't be right. Okay, so when I did hit and quit, it was with a full lineup. I wasn't just quitting after the first bat. I was quitting after the first inning, or first at bat, first half inning. And that took me 20, for an hour, I was able to do it 20 times. So if you're just doing one at bat, I don't know, maybe 40 times in an hour. You get 20 hits in an hour. Probably take 4 hours. That still seems like a lot, but that might be the fastest way to. It's definitely the fastest way to do it. I don't know if that calculation is correct. It just depends on how fast you can do that in the span of an hour. Ooh, wheels. Crap. It's different from the last guy. The last guy was having a brutal time with his corner infielders. This guy's been making all the plays. He's got Votto over there. Who's playing third base? He's got Correa and Glaber. So one of those guys is playing third base. I always throw fat ones to Ozzy Albies for some reason. The other guy I do that to is Javi Baez. I throw fat ones to Javi Baez too. He's got Correa at third base. Okay. My pitch locations have not been good today. I've been getting away with it, but not good. I'm gonna have to put some work into pitching. Something's not right. By the way, either this game or the next game, I'm probably going to make it this game because I didn't realize the walls are as thin as they are in this new place. There's a swing. It depends if he quits early or not. But, yeah, I'm sure people need to work tomorrow. And I'm not sure if this is bothering people, so most likely I'm gonna start doing some earlier streams as well. And then we will probably quit this one early today.
One ball, one strike. Hey!
Online versus using analog pitching.
Safe, he's good.
And analog hitting with stride. Alright, I'll do one of that. I'll do one of those. If this guy quits early, then we'll play one of those and then we'll call it a night.
1-1.
Man,
He's out.
My outs have been good swings.
Ha! 1-0.
So Nolan Ryan's been pitching pretty well for him. 2.73 ERA, 10-2 or something like that.
On the tag.
That might have been offline though. I have a feeling this guy is a reactionary hitter as well. He hit that pitch on the corner, but he missed a few down the middle.
D-Rod.
Who's up next? Joey Votto. I've had a terrible time pitching to JD Martinez recently.
D-Rod.
What's up, Farrell? It's me, what's up, though? On my friend's iPad, nice. What's up, though?
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
We're playing some ranked seasons. Oh, this is the same pitch he homered on last time. This time we got it underneath. We were playing some Battle Royale. I'm not sure if the title says Battle Royale right now, or if it's switched to ranked seasons. But that's what we're doing right now. Because we lost after 5 games. We went 3-2 in Battle Royale. It was not good at all. You've always been a reaction hitter. Yeah, I feel like me and you have a lot of similarities, I think. I think I've just played more games, that's all.
He's out.
Did Piazza go yard? I think he hit a home run earlier in this game. Either that or last game, so I can't be mad at him anymore. I moved him down all the way to 6th spot. Stay fair. I'm not sure how I was early on that pitch. Brought the hands in a little bit. Yeah, last game he did good. He had like 2 or 3 hits, and I think he hit a home run at the beginning of this one. Albies has been weak up the middle. I added some pinstripes to these pants. They're supposed to be pretty light, but I don't know if I like them. Because it was like a weird yellowish color, but I wanted it to be more gold. So I might change those again anyway, but we'll see. I'm gonna warm somebody up just because. Jack Morris is 2 for 2. Hittable. Even for a pitcher. Yo, what's up, though? Make sure your friend subscribes to my channel. Subscribe for him. If he's not already subscribed. Yo, if you're on your friend's iPad, does that mean you went into YouTube search to search for DudeFood Gaming and you found me streaming? If so, are you the real MVP?
What do you got? Check swing. Did he go around?
Yeah, whoever, I think Ordames said that this guy's been abusing the pause button. He absolutely has. He's been milking every second of it. This guy went yard with Gary Sanchez earlier. He's not hitting too well, like he has low batting averages. But he's had some good swings. I do have some issues locating with Jack Morris. Not just locating, but also just hitting the right timing on the meter. So maybe it's just his release is kind of weird. That changeup looked like it was going down the middle, and then it was a perfect dotted on the corner. Good swing. Alright, yeah, this is going to be the last game for the stream tonight because it's getting too hot in here. I would love to play a game on analog on both sides. Someone's going to have to coach me on the analog pitching. But we'll do it maybe tomorrow. We're supposed to play King Tomato Head on stream because I was supposed to play him like 2 weeks ago. But I've had the internet crapped out a couple times. So now we have new internet. Hopefully it holds up for me. But we'll play him, and then maybe we'll play an online versus game in remembrance of Kevin, the one and only. And then we'll go from there. Might play some ranked seasons. Might play some of you guys as well. Oh. Yeah, I played with him at least once, I think twice.
That's ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think I slaughtered him in like 3 innings the first time. And then we played the next day, actually. I gave him some feedback. We played the next day. I think I only won by like 4 the second time or something like that. But we've got 10 straight days of streaming coming up. So we're going to have all kinds of stuff going on. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But, I mean, generally those are just going to be playing by ear. Whatever we feel like doing that day. How many strikeouts do I have in this game? Probably about 5. His ERA is 3.51. That's not very good. I mean, it's okay, but could be better. I'm going to need to invest in some pitching as well. I'm kind of close to the Diamond Billy Wagner, so that would be nice to get. Probably get rid of Zach Britton. But I don't know, because like I have Drew Storen in my bullpen and he's just been great for me, even though he's a gold. And this is like the 6th game in a row that I've seen Axford, so apparently people love him, but I just can't pitch well with him. But I don't know, there are diamond bullpen guys that I probably should get, especially with Hoffman not doing too well for me. He gives up at least 1 home run per outing, so I have to have him in as like a 3-run save guy only. Look at that pitch.
I got to count 2 and 2.
He's seen the slider enough times, but I think it'll still, yeah, good enough. What? Curveball. I think he's going fastball, curveball, sinker. Slider always gets it done. That's right. I'm looking sinker on this pitch. Yep, and fastball. I think he's just rotating between the 3. So curveball first pitch. No, he threw... Is that a cutter? It was moving away from me, I think. I guess we'll never know. Dangerous. We're in the middle of the lineup. What? Oh, he's not warming up. That's about the only way I was going to get him out. If he jams himself just enough. I've been throwing good enough fastballs on the inside half. Like you guys have seen that I throw a lot of fastballs. What was that? Alright. One more out. No quality start, unfortunately. Gary Sanchez. We're going to go for the complete game, guys. I think I got beat up on my changeup too much this game. My fastball was okay, I think. It's just the changeup. One more out, volume 2. Yikes. Could we be really, really dirty right here? He could go yard, though. Nope. Good enough. This guy asked for a friendly quit at the beginning of the game. And he played tough. He played a tough game. 2 home runs for Pujols again? He's had 4 home runs in the last 2 games, is that correct? Where are we at? 7:07. I apologize, man. I usually accept the friendly quit, but not today. Nothing here. I got something for flashback. Alright. Anyway, I think we're going to kill the stream here. Tomorrow I'll be back 2 p.m., let's say 3 p.m. Central Time. Probably stream for about 3 hours, do some more ranked seasons. Play some of you guys. We'll probably play it by ear, but I'll let you guys know. Hopefully I'll have a thumbnail set up tomorrow as well and and update you guys before it happens. So that's going to conclude for tonight. Right. Alright guys. You have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.